Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to video number 1 of my 12 days of glitter special. So this first video really is just the base. It's an updated complexion routine, adding a wee bit of glitter as you can see on the complexion. But yeah, it's not an eye look, it is literally, I just wanted to get the base done because the rest of the videos are all eyes. They're really just eye focuses so that I could spend the time teaching you how to do the eye as opposed to then keeping it a half-hour long episode of Coronation Street just doing an eye and a lip and a complexion. Like a full look's too much. So the complexion here is going to be the exact same for every single video. But I do think it's a really nice way that I've been enjoying doing my complexion recently anyway, especially considering it's like -6 outside here in Scotland. It's bloody freezing. So yeah, if you want to see how to achieve this really nice full coverage, super highlight and contoured, glittery complexion realness, then stay tuned. So I've literally just got up at like 6 in the morning. Literally. So my voice is a wee bit groggy. I've got a really nice big mug of tea here. And I have washed my face, and all I've put on to prep my skin is a wee bit of the MAC TIMECHECK lotion. So basically this is like your moisturiser, your primer, your anti-aging all in the one sort of thing. So it kind of blurs out my skin, leaves me with a nice velvety soft finish, but plumps up and hydrates, which is just everything I need for a daytime makeup to make everything long lasting. So that's literally all I've done. I like to leave that for like a couple of minutes to set in so that like it's not just sitting on the surface and then my foundation's going to slide off. Do you know what I mean? So what I'm going to go in with is my foundation. So here in Scotland it's -6 outside. It's bloody freezing. So I need something that's going to keep my skin hydrated all day. I don't like a matte finish foundation in the winter. It's just not something I like. I know most people tend to go like kind of heavy matte foundation in the winter, light dewy foundation in the summer. I like a light dewy foundation in the summer, and I like a full coverage dewy foundation for the winter. So I'm using the MAC Studio Sculpt. Shade wise I'm using NW25. Don't hold me to this for every single video because I might be tanning or not tanning amongst filmings. So I'm going to go in with my MAC, oh god this is well worn, 187, which is my big dual fibre brush. I have taken it down my neck so everything's kind of blended in, so that's why it's slightly dirty. And recently I've really been loving like using a brush all over to apply the foundation and then buffing it in with Beauty Blender after. I just kind of find that I waste a lot less product that way. And then I'm just going on my Beauty Blender and working that into the skin. Now this foundation leaves you flawless, honestly. But there's only one thing about it, which I don't mind, but a lot of people mind, is that kind of by the end of the day you can feel it on the skin. Like it's not lightweight, it is full coverage, it's flawless finish, so naturally you're going to be able to feel it a wee bit more on the skin. So if you mind that, then this might not be for you, but I don't mind that. If I'm taking the time to put the makeup on, I don't care if I can feel it on the skin. It's as simple as that. So you can see it literally blanks out everything, it covers up everything. It's super flawless looking. Now I'm going to be popping a wee bit of tan on my arms and stuff, so don't mind that my face is darker than my hands. That'll be getting sorted. So next I'm going to go on with the Select Cover Up Concealer in shade NW20, and I'm just going to work that all under the eye area just with my fingers. So I like working that onto my ring finger, rubbing it kind of massaging it between both ring fingers, and then just taking that right up to the inner corner, all the way along the under eye, and down to the sides of the nostrils there. And then literally just blend that into the concealer, right up to the hairline. So you're kind of feeling the top of the cheekbone there, down to the nostrils. If you don't have facial hair like me, which I suspect you won't, then do pull it down to the cupid's bow as well, so that you're creating that nice triangle of light in the centre of the face. Oh, this is a real tutorial you're getting today. Don't know where all this enthusiasm's coming from at 6 in the morning. So that concealer I would say is maybe a medium coverage, but it's quite good because it's pretty hydrating, so I don't get that like heavy creasing under the eye throughout the day, which I think in the winter's always a plus. Now I'm looking quite flawless at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and just set all of that concealer with powder. The powder I'm going to use is the Makeup Forever. Now they've got these new powders out and you kind of create your own wee duos. This is just the lightest powder that they do in it here. It's just a matte powder. I really don't know the shade, but I can find out. Hold on. Use a brush and pop it out. Oh! I used my brush and I've just scratched all into the powder. Oh god, what a fucking idiot. My concealer will be creased after that face. This is H104, which will stand for Highlight 104. I'm just going to go on with a big Makeup Forever 128 brush. Now when I've been doing my kind of setting my concealer and stuff recently, I've actually been really pushing it into the skin, almost like I'm beauty blendering with my brush. So I take a good amount of my powder, and then like I use my finger in the back of my brush and I kind of roll and press the powder right into the skin, almost as if I'm like trying to re-beauty blender and push the powder inside the concealer. And I find this really just diffuses away pores and gives you that super smooth, like ultimate flawless finish. Especially coming up to party season and Christmas, you want your selfie game to be strong. So I'm going to go ahead and set that on both under eyes. So you'll see I've used that lighter powder over my triangle and a wee bit in the centre of the forehead. I then need to set the foundation on the rest of the face, and I do this with a slightly darker powder. Now the powder I'm going to use is just like a blurring powder, it's got no coverage to it. This is the LANCOME BELLE powder in shade number 3, which is called Belle de Jour. Belle de Jour. That is my French accent. I'm then just going to keep the same brush, just flipping it to the opposite side and set over the rest of the face. This is just slightly darker. I would say more the colour of the foundation. And just everywhere that I didn't put that lighter powder. So around the hairline and the temple, down the cheekbones and the jawline. Okay, so now that you see that everything's set, one thing I've really been loving recently, and it's just a wee tad on the dramatic side I suppose, but just a wee bit, it's not too dramatic, but this is when I would then go in and put on the base that I'm going to use for my eyeshadows. So all really I'm doing is brushing the brows upwards. Some videos I might use a brow product, some I might not, and just leave the brows really fluffy and natural. I will let you know in each video what I end up doing. But really the main thing that will be the same throughout every single video is that I will be carving out underneath the brow and extending my carve out onto the cheekbone. So what I mean by that, and you're going to see what I mean by that, is that I take my wee flat brush, and all of these brushes are used, please don't judge me. For a makeup artist, this is the busiest time of year, honestly, so this is why I'm up at 6 in the morning filming. This is why my brushes aren't spotlessly clean for filming, because I just don't have time to be cleaning them every single day just now. So yes, judge me, my brush is a wee bit dirty, but this is the number 174 concealer brush, and I'm going to go in with the new All Nighter Urban Decay concealer and use that to carve out the brow and use it as a lid. Now just now I know compared to the rest of my complexion that my eyes look really dark, but I was filming late last night and I used a shadow that stained my lids, so that's what this is here. That video's to come, don't you worry. Okay, so I'm going in with that Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Concealer, which this is kind of a first impressions. I have been told it's absolutely amazing, and this is the shade Light Warm. So I like using a full coverage matte waterproof concealer, so kind of like the Makeup Forever full cover that I use all the time. Possibly my most ever used product, to be honest with you. So this I'm hoping is going to be similar. I'm just going in with some of the concealer, I've got my wee mirror here, and I'm literally just going to carve out the lower brow. And then when I get to the arch, I'm leaving that nice round swoop. And then when I get to the outside, and this is the bougie bit. If you noticed, loads of YouTubers just now are loving the word bougie. Bougie. It just really annoys me that they all keep saying the word bougie. How do you even spell that? So I am extending the carve out. Do you see this? So it's almost really extending the brow. And then I just go on with my ring finger and take some of the product all over my entire eyelid. Pull it around the inner corner of the eye. And then when I get to the outside, I just then swap to a clean finger and kind of blend that into the foundation and the product that I've already got on there. But I like leaving that wee bit of a line, extending the complexion, extending the brow out, sorry. So you see that instantly makes the brows look a lot better. My goal is then to get the eyelids looking like velvet before I start applying my shadows. So I'm just going to go back in with that same Makeup Forever powder and just set that concealer with like shitloads of powder. Like I'm talking as much powder as you can, well, powder, shadow, whatever, so that the eyelid literally looks like velvet. And I'm just using a really big, it's actually a highlighter brush from Makeup Forever, but I just love it on the lids. So always remember, the more powder slash nude eyeshadow that you use on the eyelid, the smoother the lid's going to appear, but also the softer your blend of your colour is going to be as well. So the easier your shadows are going to be to blend. What a difference it makes just getting that wee base on my lids. Now I have used at this stage a lot of powder. I do feel the base is looking a wee bit cakey, it's feeling a wee bit heavy and powdery. So this is when at this stage that I do things a wee bit different than most people, I would say. So it's at this stage that I would go on with my Fix Plus and set all of this flawlessness that's going on. And then by using the Fix Plus at this stage, it's going to seep into the complexion and take away that powdery finish that I've got just now. Oh, it's a wee bit better. It's bloody roasting in here with this, with all the lights on. And then just using a wee handheld mirror to fan over that. So it's then, now that I've got my setting spray slash hydrating spray slash whatever spray you use, that I would go on and do my highlight and contour. One thing people always ask me when I'm doing their complexion is that they notice that I do highlighter before I contour. Now there's a very good reason for this, and I've very rarely been proven wrong. So I'm going to go in with my highlighter first. I'm going in with the Doll Beauty Shine Bright. Now this is like, I would say, an up and coming brand. But holy shit, are their highlighters blinding. Like I'm talking, oh, blinding. You can see me face, space blinding. So I'm going to go on my big brush and I'm taking my highlighter and I'm just going to work that in a large C shape around my cheekbones. Around the eyes, sorry. Oh, holy fuck. I'm then buffing that slightly up. I'm using a really big brush. It's a blank canvas F16. And I'm kind of lightly buffing that up into the temple. Oh my god. And then a wee bit pulling it down. Just the centre of my nose and a wee bit on the very, very tip. They then do, doll beauty that is, one called Like a Diamond. And this is like a lot lighter. So you see compared to the Shine Bright. The Shine Bright really reminds me of Becca Opal. Like it super reminds me of it. So that would be one that I've kind of used more all over. And then I'm going to go on with Like a Diamond, which is the super, super, super light one. Just a touch of this. And just skimming right, oh, like right on the very tips of the cheekbones there. And just on the bridge of the nose. Now, you ask, why have you highlighted before you contour? Always remember from a makeup point of view, a matte can blend into a shimmer. But a shimmer will never blend into a matte. A shimmer will always sit on top of the matte. So I find when I used to contour and then highlight, my highlight just sits on top of the contour and I'm left with those two big stripes. You know what I mean? So by doing my highlighter first and then my contour, the contour blends into your highlighter so much nicer. Do you know what I mean? You're not left with the stripes and you get more of a kind of diffused natural contour to the face. So for contour, I'm going in with MAC Mineralize Dark Deepest. I'm going to go on with a new brush for contour, and this is the Morphe R14. Thanks James Charles for that. And I'm just really buffing in circular motions upwards into my highlighter. And then going to pull that same product just around the hairline and into the temple there. But what you'll see if I then buff downwards, it then just blends seamlessly into the highlight. It won't cover the highlighter. It just blends into it and takes away that harsh stripe. But this brush though, like it's like the perfect size for just into the hollow. Now I can't tongue pop, that was embarrassing. So of course this is video number 1 of my 12 days of glitter that I'm treating you to. So just because I feel I need to add a wee bit of glitter into this video, like I wouldn't be doing this step I'm about to do, I would not be doing this for every video, okay? Because the rest of the videos are going to be eye focused. But just because I feel I need to add a wee bit of glitter into every video, then I'm going to add a wee bit of glitter into the complexion. So just because we're in the holly mood, I suppose we're in the holiday mood, to get that extra wee pizzazz going on, all I'm going to do is take my Fix Plus and I've just sprayed it like a kind of around the edges of the face. I'm going on with a Makeup Forever glitter. I don't know the number, okay, but it comes in a really big pot. And it's this gorgeous kind of white gold. And I'm just taking a wee bit, and like an Italian man seasoning his dinner, I just sprinkle it onto the top of the cheekbones. And a wee bit around the side of the temple. Now you do need to be careful when doing that you're not just sprinkling it all over the entire face. I'm literally being very, very careful in my sprinkling, that I'm tilting my face back just so that it's dropping really just around the bone structure and the C shape of the side of the eye. So if you're someone that's not all about big glittery eyes but you want to get in the festive season, then I think that's a really cute way to add a bit of glitter into your life without it being too OTT. I mean, it's a wee bit OTT, it's glitter for fuck's sake, but it's not too OTT. So I am going to work, so this is the complexion I'd be doing. I'm just going to very quickly pop on a wee bit of something in the eye, a wee bit of mascara and a wee lip, just so I can get out the door. And I will BRB. Okay, so I've got a quick eye on, I've got a wee lip, and that is the finished look. Now, I know 100 people are probably going to comment below asking what I've done in my eyes. I've literally taken a wee bit of the Dark Deepest bronzer, buffed it all over. I've used a wee bit of Lash Paradise mascara. I've lined my lips with Widow Lip Liner by MAC, and then I popped on top of it a Makeup Forever lip gloss in 203p. That's all I've done. It didn't even take me 5 minutes, because the main focus here is the complexion. It's that kind of glitter around the outsides there, and it's that beaming highlight that you can see from space. So yeah, this is how I'm going to be doing my complexion for every single video that I'm doing over the 12 days of glitter. So it just is all very dependent. I might do my complexion after the eyes, or I might do it before the eyes in some videos. But either way, at the end, this is how the complexion's going to be done. So guys, as always, I love you so much. Thank you for watching, thank you for all your support. Remember and get me on Instagram and Snapchat if you're wanting to follow more creative looks and stuff like that. So until the next one, bye!